No, get back.
Let's see. You see the lens? One of the lenses out of my glasses popped out. What's up, Tigger? All right. We shall get this party started right now. All right, today, guys, I am going to get started kind of early because I want to get done um, probably within an hour, like 6 o'clock. Well, 6 o'clock my time, 9 o'clock your time, or wherever you're located. I'm here in San Diego. So I'm planning on getting done at about what, 6 o'clock my time, right? So we're going to get at it. So if you're on the Eastern Standard Time, that will be. What, six? Yeah, 9 o'clock. All right, so let's get at it. Hope everybody had a good day today. Um, we're staying positive, right? I try to. Every day I do. I swear to God I do. And it's hard, but you can do it. Always remember to take care of yourself mentally as well as physically, because mental health is important. Back in the day when I was coming up as a kid, mental health, whatever, right? You did it, or they didn't deal with you, you know. But now we got things where when you got mental health problems, you can get help and stuff like that. You're also, if you also have like a gambling problem or whatever, you can get help with that as well. All right, let's get to it. So, what I did today, before the show, I went in and I picked out a couple of games. Not a couple, but about 10, maybe 6 games, right? So that we could just like focus on those games and we can just kind of like break it down and kind of narrow it down to something that gives us a better chance at winning and not being all over the place. Because normally what I'll do is I just go through the whole schedule and read everything. And then sometimes I just read stuff knowing I'm not going to touch that game because I don't like it, because I can't get a feel for it, right? But I can get a feel for these games, and that's why I picked them. All right. All right. And I gotta get a haircut. I need one bad, like really bad. But it's all good though, right? All right, let's get at it. Where did I put it? I put it somewhere, and I'm going to find it. That's not it. I put it in a folder, right? Oh, I got it. Boom, 2 chances, and I got it. Okay, so we're gonna get at these are the games that I deem important for us to look at, and I think we have a better chance at winning. And so the first game on tap would be Boston versus the Chicago Cubs tomorrow. Um, this game is going to be played at Wrigley Field. Lucas, was that Galinto? Gallilinto? I can't really pronounce it, but Galinto. Hold on, I'm going to see if I can get it to. Let me see if I can cheat. Hold on. Get it to say what it's. Oh, it won't do it. Whatever. Okay. So, Lucas Galilinto will be facing off against the Cubs. Colin Ray. Colin Ray is 7-3. ERA is 3.91. 65 strikeouts. We'll go back over to Lucas, and Lucas is 6-1. His ERA is lower, but not by much. His is 3.36. Is his ERA versus Colin Ray's is 3.9. He's got Lucas has 64 strikeouts, so they pretty much have like a dead even record, right? Like they're pretty much the same guy or the same pitcher. And in games like this, I'll deem this a pitcher's duel, right? So right away, I will go for the under in this one, but we have to really look at it carefully because this game could go over because their ERA is like in the threes, right? But it's a little high in the threes, right? So or Ray does, but if both of them had completely low ERAs, both in the 2 point something, then I would just automatically deem it pitcher's duel. So this one is kind of like, right? So let's get into it. I want to see look at their stats and we can go from there. Right now, I can pretty much tell you. God darn it! Look at all these windows I had open. Right now, I can pretty much tell you that I'm going to go with Chicago, right? And why? Because Chicago has a better overall record and it's played at Wrigley Field. But does that mean anything in baseball? Absolutely not, right? So that's why we have to look at it. And even if you look at it and you make sense of it, they'll probably totally do something totally different than what we make sense of. Because that's baseball, right? It's very competitive. And you can't always measure the size of a man's heart. All right? So tomorrow, Friday. So let's look at it. All right? Let's look at Lucas first. Lucas is with Boston. They had a cool picture of him pitching in the rain. That's awesome. Okay, so Lucas, he usually pitches like 7 innings. It's a strong pitcher, right? We're just going to go over the last 3 games. The last game he played was against Colorado on the 9th of July. He went 6 innings. He gave up 4 hits, no runs. He didn't walk anybody, and he struck out 6. On the 4th of July, he played the Washington Nationals. He won that game as well. I'm sorry. He won that game against Colorado as well. But on the 4th of July, he won the game against Washington. He went 7 innings. He allowed 4 hits and 1 run. He walked 3 batters and he struck out 7. Okay, so that evens itself out. And then on June 28th against Toronto, he won that game as well. And he went 7 innings. He allowed 6 hits, no runs, walked 1 batter, and struck out 5. Superb. Oh, my God. We might have to change this, right? And see, and that's why we look at it. Because it seems like the guy is getting hotter, right, as each game goes along. And that's what we want to, make sure we look at it. They're both right-handers, too. So let's look at Colin Ray. Colin Ray, a lot of you know about Colin Ray, right? So it's not that much, but let's still look at it anyway because you never know. Colin Ray's last game was against the Minnesota Twins on July 10th. He went 7 innings. He allowed 3 hits, 1 run. He walked 2 batters, struck out 5. That's still excellent, right? Because he pitched 7 innings and he only allowed 3 hits, right? 3 hits. So the dude at one point was one hitting these guys, or he probably could have had a no hitter going. I'm not going to go and check all of that out, but just know he allowed 3 hits. He also allowed 1 run. He walked 1 batter and struck out 5. Then against St. Louis, he pitched 6 innings. He gave up 2 hits, allowed 1 run, walked 2 batters, struck out 4. And June 28th against Houston, he pitched 5 innings. He gave up 5 hits and he allowed 2 runs and struck out 2 people. So right now, okay, right now, from what I'm looking at, I'm giving the nod to Boston, right? And the only reason I came off and I said, what did I say? I said the Cubs at first is because the Cubs have an overall better record, and Boston has been having a hard time in the first half. This is the second half now. So, okay, blah, 3 hits. So let's go back into this. I didn't look at this again. Right now, I'm going to tell you right now, I'll take the Boston Red Sox on the money line. No joke, man. Ron, why do you want to do that? They're on the road. It's okay. It's all good, right? But what impresses me the most is how this guy goes late innings. Colin Ray doesn't go late innings like this guy does. He goes into the 7th inning. I mean, this cat went far off. He went way off into the 7th inning on the 4th of July, only allowing 4 hits and 1 run and striking out 7. That's superb. So for me in this game, I'm going to go with Boston. I'll take Boston plus the points because I'm sure that they're not favored. Let's go look. Yeah, Chicago's favorite. Let's take the Boston Red Sox plus the points, right? Plus 1.5. I mean, that's what I'm gonna do, right? And I don't want to go all the way out and say I'll take the money line. If you take the money line, yeah, the money is good, right? Because they're completely underdogs. But this is gonna be a 2-1 game, 3-1, right? I mean, a 3-2, something like that, a 1-run game. So I'll take Boston and the points, and that's good for me. And I'm marking them off right now on what's available. Now, if I can go in here and look, I don't think that they have the pitching props available, and they do. Well, yeah, they do. They got Luke. Okay, yeah. They got it here. Son of a gun. So let's go in here and try to see what we should give both of these guys for strikeouts. I can tell you right now, I'm not going to get wild and crazy. I'm not going to go over 3 or 4. So, and that's just how I'm going to roll on that one. I'm just glad to have baseball back. I love baseball. Always have and always will. America's famous pastime. It goes with summer. MLB. So, what does it say for Colin Ray? So, Colin Ray has 5 strikeouts. I'm just going down in the order, right? He had 5 strikeouts the game before that. He had 4. And the other one 2. So it's like he's going up, right? He's just coming off the break. I'll go with 3 with Colin Ray. Well, Ron, he went 5. No, I'm not. We're not trying to break the bank. We're not trying to be Nostradamus, because when you try to be Nostradamus, you turn out to be Nostradamus. So I'm just going to keep it simple, and we'll take 3 strikeouts for Colin Ray, and then Lucas is a beast, man. But give me 4. So we'll do 4 and 3. And let's see what kind of prices we get. Lucas is definitely gonna get a 4 from me. Right? Let me see. Let's see if I just kept it 100, right? And gave him 3. It'd probably be lower. But let's see, hold on. And the reason why is because it's nothing worse than hitting a parlay, right? Wait, and then you get a pitcher that miss one strikeout or they pull him early, and now you got to sit there and wait, and you're like, damn it, right? So we don't try to overload these pitchers. And to be honest, I don't even overload them against Screwball and Skeens. But these guys we got here today is like solid, good pitchers, right? Uh-huh. God damn it. Come on, there we go. So right now, we're at $5. Let's just say we're playing with 10, right? So we're at $5. We'll go to the player props. And yeah, I know. There we go. Bear with me, guys. I'm just trying to maneuver this thing. This window's pretty big. And by the way, the under/over strikeouts in this game is over 5.5 and over 4.5 for both pitchers. For Lucas, it's 5.5, and for Colin Ray is 4.5. Right? Can they get both of them? Probably. Well, why aren't you getting it, Ron? Because maybe on a second parlay, we can shoot for that, right? And go over 5.5, 6. Because these guys are going to be strong and healthy tomorrow. So on another parlay, trust me, yeah, I'll go over 5 strikeouts for Lucas, and I'll take over 4.5 for Colin Ray, right? But right now, we just staying, super conservative, right? We take 3 for, no, we said 4 for Lucas, right? And then we say, let's just take another 3. We want to be super conservative. So we take 3 for both pitchers, and that gives us like $10.20 right now with a $10 bet. So we're not losing any money. It's not going down. Sometimes you have to check it, because when you change your pitcher, when you try to, go for strikeouts, sometimes they may move up, or how can I say this? The sports book will probably move up the money for higher strikeouts. But since the sports book knows that these guys aren't really known for striking people out, they'll keep it low and they'll pay you a good fee. A good sum of money just for 3 strikeouts. Now, if this was Turk Screwball or Paul Skeens, right? Or Brett Saberhagen, got you. He retired a long time ago. But even still, guys like Brett Saberhagen, guys like that, they're not, the sports book won't even give you 3. They just won't, because they know they're going to get 3. Brett Saberhagen got 3 strikeouts in his sleep. So they know that these guys strike people out, so they'll move it up a little bit higher. Okay, so now we've got that taken care of. Do we want to do a nerfy or anything like that? Not really, but we could, and we could get away with it, right? The Cubs got nice bats, though, right? But watch this. We don't have to go all the way for a nerfy, and that's the first inning results in a tie. But let's go first inning under 1.5, right? Under 1.5. That way, if just one team scores, right, you still win. The good thing about a nerfy is if one team scores, like one, and you put down first inning results in a tie, and one team gets one at 1 point and the other team gets another one, you still win. But if one team scores and the other one doesn't, you lose, right? So with a nerfy, I got lucky like that one time, and both teams scored one, and the first inning ended in a tie. But for this one, we're going to keep it simple, and we're just going to go after one inning of play, the score will be under 1.5. So if Chicago's up 1-0, we lose. I mean, we win. Either team, if they're up 1-0, we win. If both teams score and the combined score is like 3 or 2, we lose. So most often than not, in the first inning, guys will probably score 1 run. Do you have people go off in the first inning? Yeah, but normally it's usually 1-0. Okay, so we're done on that. So let's look at it. Look at the price now. The price is pretty good. I'm even gonna look. It's too early for that. And then now the second game, we've got the Chicago White Sox versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. B. Falter. And if you guys ever listen to me a lot, or I like Pittsburgh's pitching staff. I really do. I just think that they don't get enough run support to help them out, because they got like 4 good pitchers, and if you change that lineup and you get some good batters, man, the Pirates will be looking at kicking some booty, serious booty. Okay, all right. So the next one, who is this guy? All right, I'm done with you, dude. Get out of here. So let me make sure if this one is on our tap, and I'm pretty sure it is. Yep, this is 1-1. Jonathan Cannon versus Bailey Falter. Right. Okay, so let's go in here and look and see what's going on with these guys. You never know. Somebody might be a goofball, and you don't want to get screwed up. Jonathan Cannon, I know right now for the White Sox, he's decent. He's a good guy. He's a good pitcher. Look for him probably in a year or two to be like one of those guys that has double-digit wins, right? He's just that good, in my opinion, right? So, Jonathan Cannon, his last 3 games, he went 5 innings. He allowed 1 hit. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Jonathan Cannon went 5 innings. He allowed 3 hits, 2 runs, walked 3 people, struck out 5. The game before that, on the 5th against Colorado, he won that game in a decision. He went 5 innings. He gave up 5 hits and 2 runs. And then against San Francisco, before that one, he went 3 innings, giving up 3 hits and 1 run. Walked 3 batters, struck out 4. Well, if he's pitching like that tomorrow, that's not going to fare well for the White Sox. But let's go check this. Bailey Falter, I'll just tell you right now, Bailey Falter is the better pitcher and is the better matchup, right? So Bailey Falter's last game against Kansas City, he went 4 innings. He allowed 6 hits and 3 runs. Struck out 3 people, walked 2. It's okay. It's a lot of hits, though, only pitching 4 innings, right? This is borderline. So then against Seattle on the 4th of July, he went 5 innings, allowed 3 hits, 3 runs. Then against the Mets, he went 1 inning, so I guess they must have ran his ass out of the game because he allowed 4 hits and he allowed 1 run, walked 1 person, and struck out 1. So what this is saying is that this guy got into some trouble and they yanked him out of the game, right? But holy crap, Bailey! I thought you were. I don't know, guys. I think we might be going with the White Sox on this one. Jonathan Cannon. I like Jonathan Cannon on this one, right? 3 hits, right? 2 runs, struck out 5, 8 hits, 5 innings, right? 2 runs. Um, Against San Francisco, he went 3. So these guys are like almost like the same type of pitcher. I'm looking at the over in this game. I feel very comfortable with going with the over in this game because these guys like to give it up, man. Anytime you're looking at their stats and you see what they've been doing, and just for example, Bailey Falter went 4 innings, right? 6 hits, he gave up 3 runs. The next game before that, he gave up 3 hits, 3 runs, and then the last one, 4 hits, 1 run. That was in the first inning. They chased him out. But he's like the winningest pitcher on Pittsburgh, so. Yeah. Let's go with the Chicago White Sox plus the points, guys. Um, we can go with Chicago plus the points. We can go with the over. Um, let's look and see. We can get fat off of this one. Well, Bailey Falter has the better ERA, but I still don't know. I'm going to take the Chicago White Sox plus the points. Right? Let me look and see what the sports book have it at. Let's see. Yep. Chicago, Pittsburgh is a favorite. Let's take the Chicago White Sox plus the points, guys. I'm not feeling that Pittsburgh. You want to go over? We could. I'll just put it on here. You don't have to, but let's just go with the over and see what happens along with the plus the points, right? San Diego versus the Washington Nationals. Where are you? Okay. Well, we don't know who Philadelphia will be, throwing up in this game. So I think we should just wait on this game. Dylan Cease is 3-9 though for the Padres. 4.8 ERA, 129 strikeouts. So you never know. The Washington Nationals can put Mackenzie Gore up the pitch. We don't know that yet. We put Mackenzie Gore up, then we got a good game. And I think they might. You never know. So we'll just hold up on this one. Because it's not fair to try to pick a game and you don't know who's pitching on the other side. So we'll move past that one, right? Okay, let's get at it. Same thing with Philadelphia versus the Angels. Jesus Lazario, right? A lefty, 8-5, ERA 4.14, 22 strikeouts. This game could go under or over. We don't know because the Angels don't have anybody listed, right? I'm going to hang out late tonight to find out who's listed so we can get this. Because right now this is incomplete. Because you can't go. Because I think Sirianni plays with the Angels. They may go with him. and that game will go under, right? But you just don't know, so we gotta wait. All right. So what's the next one? San Francisco versus the Blue Jays. This is not a pitcher's duel, right? But one thing that I noticed about Justin Verlander, Father Time is knocking on his door, right? Is Justin Verlander a good pitcher? Hell yeah. Is he due for one of those freaky one hitters, no hitters, or some like? Yeah, he is. So he's 0-7. His ERA is 4.7, 67 strikeouts. Do you want to? So it's kind of hard on that one, but you want to keep it safe. He's going up against Chris Bassett. So what I'll do is I'm going to take the Blue Jays on the money line, and you know what? I'll just take him on the money line. I mean, that's a safe bet. Under over, I don't think so because it's Verlander and Bassett. And Verlander uses. Let's look and see what he gives up. Hold on, he's not that bad, right? But I just don't want to screw people, right? Where are you? There you go. Justin Verlander. Now we'll start the last 3 weeks. Oh, here we go. Against Philadelphia was his last game, July 9th. He lost that game, but he went 6 innings. He allowed 7 hits, 2 runs. That's good. Struck out 7. Still strong. Against the Athletics, he went 3 innings, gave up 7 hits, 6 runs. Same thing. He struck out 5. Right. And then against the White Sox, he went 6 innings, allowed 5 hits, gave up 1 run. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I'm just going to be honest with you. He could probably win this tomorrow because he's due. I mean, if you look at his stats, he's pretty much allowing 5 to 7 hits a game, right? And he's not giving up now against the Athletics. He got 7 hits off of him. Gave up 6 runs. But against the White Sox and Philadelphia, he only allowed 2 with the Phillies and 1 run against the White Sox. Right? But you know what, guys? I don't think it's going to happen tomorrow. He'll get one, but do I think it's going to be tomorrow? You never know, but I say it won't because why? Toronto is doing really well. So I'm going to take Toronto on the money line. The A's, the homeless A's against the Guardians. Now, right away when I see this game and I see that J.P. Spears is pitching, I'll usually just jump on J.P. Spears because I like him. Well, I'm going to have to slow it up a bit and just really look at it because you just never know. I swear to God, you don't. You think you do, but you have no idea. So J.P. Spears, 7-7. He brought up his record. He's pitching 500 now. He's got an ERA of 4.79, 79 strikeouts. Slade Sicilione for Cleveland. He's 4-4, ERA 3.44, and 56 strikeouts. This is going to be a good game, guys. A really good game. J.P. Spears is the Athletics ace, right? His ERA is a little high, but that's okay. Let's take the A's on. Let's take the A's plus the points, right? Why? I mean, I don't know if you guys like watch it. It's like, but the A's win more often than not, and I mean, they're starting. I think by the time the season is over with, they might be playing over 400 ball. 500. And I like J.P. Spears. So I'm going to go with the A's plus the points. Hold on. Yeah, I'll take the A's plus the points. I really like that game. I'll take it. All right. So what's the next one? Okay, that's not it. Let's look at this next one. Yeah. Kansas City versus the Marlins. Well, right now, Kansas City doesn't have anybody listed, right? And I'll be honest with you guys, they don't have anybody listed, but Sandy Alcantara for the Marlins, the dude's been getting touched up a lot lately. So the last three games, he's went like five, right, or 6.5 or whatever. Um, on the ninth against Cincinnati, he went 5 innings. He allowed 9 hits, 6 runs. Against Milwaukee, he went 6 innings and he allowed 5 hits. I'm sorry. So that first one, he allowed 9 hits, 6 runs. Then against Milwaukee, he allowed 5 hits and 5 runs. Then against Arizona, the last one, he gave up 10 hits and allowed 7 runs. This dude is going to get himself like in a lot of trouble. He struck out 4. He consists. Okay, so if there's anything good out of this, we'll take that. That he's going to get 4 strikeouts. You know what? I will just give him 3 because he's consistently struck out 4 people each of the last 3 games. Is he going to win? No, they're going to kill this guy. I mean, I don't even have to. I mean, Kansas City, I don't even have to wait for them to put up a pitcher because this guy's getting rocked. So I'm going to take, let's go with the money line, right? I mean, yeah, we'll go with the money line. You want to give Sandy like 4 strikeouts? I mean, we can, but let me see. Yeah, we'll just go Kansas City on the run line, a money line rather, and let's look and see if we can give Sandy 3 strikeouts. Nope, they don't even have it up. Don't worry about it because if they don't have it on here, we won't take it. That's a good sign, right? The universe is giving us a sign. Let's take it. All right. So, all right. Let's keep this rolling. Roll. Oh, we're done with that. 2 more games. Look at that. Detroit versus the Texas Rangers. Reese Olson, right? Reese Olson is like what? 4-3, ERA 2.95. Struck out. He has like 55 strikeouts. Patrick Corbin, he's a lefty. The Tigers are pretty good against lefties. They hit lefties pretty good. Last I checked, it was like 3rd in the league, right? They're hitting lefties. Patrick Corbin is 6-5. His ERA is 4.15. And 74 strikeouts. It's in Texas. I don't care. If your ERA is 4.15 and you're pitching against a guy that's his ERA is 2.9. Plus, he's got the bats to back him up. You'll be crazy to pick Texas. Can Texas win? Absolutely, because it's what? Baseball. But trust me on this one. Take the Tigers on the money line. Let's go over here. Yeah, Tigers money line. Have a nice day, fella. Next game. The Minnesota Twinkies. The Minnesota Twins take on the Colorado Rockies. The Colorado Rockies will feature Kyle Freeman. And Kyle Freeman's record is... I mean, this guy's taking he's been taking an abuse. He's been taking some abuse, some pounding, right? If I don't mention any games, that's because I'm not feeling it like that. But here we go. Right now I can tell you I'm going to take Minnesota on this game. Why, Ron? Why are you doing that? Well, because Kyle Freeland, okay, he's got a high ERA, and not only that, they're pitching in Colorado. Well, what does that? What does that have to do with anything? Well, the air is thin. The balls take off. You get more home runs in Colorado than you will anywhere else. Like the All Star game I was watching, and guys was hitting those long fly outs, and when it left the bat, it looks like it was going out, right? Because usually when you're looking at it from TV, and if the ball takes off like with an angle, you can tell it's gonna. It looks like it may go out. Well, if you're pitching with a high ERA like this in Colorado, it's gonna be a long day for this dude. It might be batting practice, right? They don't match up nowhere near the Twinkies. So the Twinkies might put Joe Ryan on there, but do you want to go for the over? Heck yeah. Why? Because let's look at Freeland's record. So against Boston, he lost, right? In that game, he went 5 innings. He allowed 4 hits, 3 runs, struck out 6. Against Houston, he went 6 innings. He allowed 6 hits. Uh, he allowed 3 runs, walked 2 batters, struck out 2. Last but not least, on the 27th of June against Milwaukee, he went 4 innings. He took the loss in that game. He gave up 8 hits and 6 runs. So automatically, I'm looking at his record, right? 5 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs. The next one, 6 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs. Then against Milwaukee, 4 innings, but 8 hits, 6 runs. They're gonna tee off on this poor guy. Yep, they're gonna tee off on him. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So where's the sack? And I mean, I feel bad for the guy, but he'll be fine. So let's take the Twinkies on the money line, right? Let's go in here. No. And we'll take the over, right? Now, that's it. Those are the games that I deemed bettable, that I like, that we could probably win. Does that mean we're gonna win it? Not really. Anything can happen. We're just gonna try our luck, right? So, but with all of the teams that I just picked, right? I'll go over it, and then I'm gonna come back and post it tonight. So, god darn it, these guys is pissing me off. All right. Oh my god. Now watch this, guys. If we're gonna bet this one straight up, right, and it's not really bad, right? I mean, can we go in here and tweak some of the things? Yeah, with those overs, right? But when I gave you the overs in these games, it's justifiable, right? So let's go over. God darn it, man. They're starting to piss me off. I swear to God, man. Did I tell you guys yesterday I got straightened out by Fanatics? Yeah. Yep, they straightened me out really good. I just say, hey, look, I just switched cards. I just switched credit cards. Why? Because I didn't want the old lady, find out everything that was going on. So the other card, because I think it was like, the other card is like an R name, right? And it doesn't have junior on it, but the other card I put on it's got junior because I'm a junior. Whatever. May my dad rest in peace. Yeah. Shout out to the old man. Wasn't around a whole lot, but anytime that he did come by, he gave me some advice that was worth more than gold, and I still use it to this day. I thought I would, because I was kind of bitter at the old man, and I thought I would always feel like that, but I don't. And I just think that he did what he could and the best that he could. So, Dad, rest your soul in peace, man. Be good. All right, so where are we? I'm gonna tell you, man. One of the best times I had was with my dad right before he passed away. And he was watching a football game. I think it was Dallas. Was it Dallas and Saint St. Louis? I mean the New Orleans Saints. That was a good game too, man. It was good. I missed that. That was cool. But he made me buy some food though. I was kind of pissed, but I just paid for it anyway. But okay, so let's go over this right away, right? We're just gonna keep it simple. We took the White Sox on the run line plus the points, right? Plus 1.5. We also took in that game for that game to go over 8.5, right? Because of the yeah. Total runs we took over 8.5. This is because of the guy's ERA. Do we have to take the over 8.5? Not really, right? Because you just don't know. But I just said let's take it. Now, if we take it off, the price is going to change. So right now we are at this is a piece of crap. All right, so where are we at? Hey guys, make sure you like and subscribe, man. We're getting better, right? I've been doing this for a minute. So right now if we put $10 on this and we go with that over, that's like $5,000 for this ticket. This is a 12-leg ticket. Can we knock it down? Probably so, but it's not as big as you think it is. The reason being is because we got some overs in there, and then we got this pitcher props. So let's say if we were to knock, let me finish going through it. We've got the Boston Red Sox on the run line, right? No, plus the points, right? On the run line still though. We have Lucas Galliano 4 plus strikeouts. I thought it was 3. Well, we gave him 4. Colin Ray 3 strikeouts. We took the over 1.5 runs. We took the under. No, we took the over. That's wrong. It was supposed to be the under. Well, let's go in here and fix it. So let's take that out. Boom. Under. Under is gone. We'll finish going through it. We've got Colin Ray. We've got the Minnesota Twinkies on the money line. We've got, excuse me. We've got over 10.5 runs in that whole game, right? Because it's in Colorado. We've got the Toronto Blue Jays on the money line. We've got the Athletics on the run line plus the points. We've got Kansas City on the money line. We've got Detroit Tigers on the money line. So, whatever. I'm making it 11. And I'm not going to check that thing out. I forgot what it was, but let's just go with this, right? Because we're not trying to get stupid, right? How much is it now? What are we? Okay. So I took the over that 1 inning over. I'm gonna go back and get that because see now when I took that inning to go over 1.5, that was incorrect. I want to take it to for the first inning to go under 1.5 runs. Because when I took that off and I got the $10 on here, we've got $1,425. That sucks. So let's go back and get what. And see, this is what this is what I want you guys to come here for, so we can know what to pick and when to pick it. What game was that for? It was a Cubs game, wasn't it? I think so. So let's go in here. Under 1.5. I think that's what we have. So it's at 1,000 now. Let's add that under 1.5 runs in the first inning, and let's see what it takes it up to. Yeah, so fanatics called me and straightened me out. I mean, it's whatever. And when you know that you don't want to get banned, so it's yes, sir. I mean, it's yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, because it was a lady. There was a lady that was doing the straightening out. So it was yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. It won't happen again. Whatever. Sucking up to him, of course, you better. Especially when you know you're not in the right? So we're gonna take with the Cubs, that Cubs game to go under 1.5 runs in the first inning. Under. We put that on as under, and now what does it look like? Son of a gun, why is it? That's weird. It was at 5 grand 1 minute. I think as I took another game off, right? We're not going to. Is an. I took something off. I think it was the over. And what game I cannot remember. Hold on. This is stupid. Why is it doing that? Oh, here we go. $1,700, right? But there's something on there that I took off that, because now we're at like 12 legs. I think it was at 13. But we're not trying to break the bank. If you want to put $25. Look, you want to be the big guy, the big man on campus. You want to put $25 on it. That'll bring you up a winnings of $4,000, right? So I'm gonna mess around with this. I'm gonna put it up, right, so you guys can look and see. I'll put it up later on tonight for this one ticket. I'll even do 2 tickets, right? 1, 2, and then you can just look at it and go from there. But always remember, too, guys, when I give you parlays, you can keep them and play them, but feel free to mix them up too, right? Freelance on that, or freestyle. Just mix it up. That way you could probably hit. When I kind of made an error, you might find it, because I'm not perfect by far, right? So, but right now, guys, I mean, this is a good ticket. I'm not spending the whole day or the whole hour talking crap about every last single team we know we're not going to play. So right now, $4,000, you put $25 on this ticket, you get $4,000. That's just the way it is. Hey guys, make sure you like and subscribe. Stay positive. It's hard sometimes, but you have to, because it's important, because you want to win. Because if you put out in the universe of being patient and positive, that's what you'll get back. Okay, yeah. Somebody knocked out your car windows. I know you're pissed. You cursing them out. But you can't stay in that state. You find out, you go call the insurance company, get it taken care of, or just pull money out of your wallet, or however. If you didn't even have money in your pocket and there's nothing that you can do, just sit down and try to relax as much as possible, and make sure you don't fall off into that negative phase, right? Because you gotta learn how to relax. When something bad like that happens, that doesn't give you carte blanche to be negative. No, negative is negative. So you always want to be positive about things. Try to be, right? And if you see yourself getting negative, hey man, go chill out a little bit. Yeah, because people are gonna do stuff to you all the time. You're gonna take crap, right? You're gonna get crapped on. But the important thing is how to deal with it, so you can be positive, right? Because like I said, guys, I know you get your window knocked out or whatever. Some girl will curse you out, but you just got to learn how to be positive and don't go nuts. Just take a deep breath, and if she goes, "What's wrong with you? Why are you not arguing with me?" Just tell her, "Hey, maybe she's right." I had a thing maybe it was like last month, and the ex-wife texted me, and I mean, she lit into me. and I'm reading, and I want to take my cell phone and throw it through the wall, but that's negative. So you know what I told her? She was waiting on me to respond, right, to fight back, and I just told her, well, she said I sucked at the end. She told me, so at the end I just told her, tell me something I don't know, which I know I suck. So I just told her, hey, look, tell me something I don't know. And that probably pissed her off, but I don't know. But that's staying positive because I laughed about it, right? You just want to keep things right, righteous, man. It's hard, but it can be and it will be done. We're gonna hit. We're gonna get that money. Stay positive. Hey, like and subscribe too. I enjoy talking to you guys every day. It's therapeutic for me. I also like to help people win, right? Because I know I hit a lot, right? I hit almost like once a week or so. So, it's fun, and I just want to help however I can. You guys are so awesome. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.